Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am talking about why you don't see results on your manifesting journey. But before I jump into today's video, I want to introduce my new personality, which is a unicorn. As you can see, I think this looks absolutely stunning. I was yesterday on a Halloween party where I obviously wore this and I think it's absolutely amazing and I just have to share it with the world very publicly. So before I get into today's topic, my name is Julia. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. On this YouTube channel, I'm talking about all things consciousness, inner healing, self-love, and manifestation. And if you're looking for one-on-one support on your journey, personalized one-on-one support on your journey, then make sure to check out the description box below. I offer direct message coaching, I offer tons of guided meditations, and I also offer video or phone coaching. So if you feel stuck on your journey, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Sometimes, we tend to not see our own blind spots, right? That's why they're called blind spots. So if you feel like you need emotional support or you need some, someone to kind of help you see your blind spots, then definitely make sure not to stay stuck, but reach out to me. And if you want more free support, then definitely check out my other playlists on my YouTube channel. I have 8-hour affirmation recordings. I have an emotional healing playlist that will help you really deal with deeper issues that you might be facing. Sometimes people like to, we all are guilty of that. We sometimes like to run away from our fears rather than look at them and really heal. So if that sounds familiar, then I definitely recommend you check out the emotional healing playlist. And I also have a manifestation playlist. So just, browse YouTube, browse my Instagram channel, my Instagram account. There is so much valuable content on my Instagram as well. Just check it out, and it will help you a lot. All right, enough of that. Now let's get started with today's topic. Why don't you see results on your manifesting journey? I get tons of messages, and I know other coaches do get tons of questions like these as well, where people are really either complaining about their manifesting journey or they are constantly looking for progress and for movement in the 3D. I need to change this a little bit. And that's okay. It's okay to do that. But the thing with that is, if you're constantly looking for external validation, you're not really in the state of the wish fulfilled. So this video is really directed at helping you see a few of the mistakes that you might be making and help you course correct, because you can definitely manifest what you want. So if you manage to put your attention where it needs to be, it's going to be so much easier. And instead of making everybody else there the authority in your life, start becoming the authority yourself. Of course, you're here because you want to learn from me, and that's amazing, and I love teaching manifestation, but I also would love for you to really apply this so you don't have to ask the same questions over and over again. And I know that watching videos on manifesting can be very helpful. I feel that they're helpful. I also like watching manifestation videos, and I do feel they are very helpful, but you want to make sure that you're doing it from an empowered place instead of constantly looking for external answers. You gotta find those answers within as well. Okay, but I got off on a tangent here, so let me come back and really address what I promised you in this video, which is, why don't you see results? And the answer is very similar to the question. So you don't see results because you are focused on the reality where there are no results. Your mind is focused in such a way that makes you see no results. You're trained to not seeing results. You're conditioned and saturated in the old reality. Basically, it's actually as simple as that. You're saturated in the old reality, and what you need to do is saturate your mind with the state of the wish fulfilled. That's basically all that is happening. You're not saturated in the reality that you desire. And that's why you don't see results. If you were saturated in the reality that you want, you would be focused on your inner world because you're creating it, so you'll be focused internally. And then also you would start to see more external results. But what is probably happening when you're not seeing results is you're very, very focused on your external manifestation. You're trying to apply techniques if you're doing it, because some people aren't even doing that. You're trying to apply techniques internally, but all you're focused on is on seeing a change in your old reality. And that is like so backwards when it comes to manifesting, because manifesting is all about creating a new reality from the inside out. And that includes feeling fulfilled from inside just because of the inside reality. Oh, I wish you could see everything of my beautiful unicorn. But yeah, I'm trying to make it more visible. It's an important part of this video. So you gotta really aim for those internal changes. So one reason, let me summarize, one reason why you're not seeing results is because you are you're not saturated in the state of the wish fulfilled, but you're saturated in the old reality. And what comes with that as well, like it's just another aspect of really the same issue, is that you are focused externally instead of focused on yourself. And it gets so much more difficult to see results and to see movement when you're focused externally, because the external is a manifestation of your inner reality. So you're not going to change the external reality. First, you got to experience the change within yourself. So that's why when you're manifesting and you're really good at manifesting, you really know that the change that you want to look for is internal change. This year I really reprogrammed my mind, and my specifically for money, I reprogrammed my money mindset, and I really honed in on manifesting money through my business particularly. And the first changes that I saw were inner changes. There was no proof in the external reality, no proof whatsoever that my business would be changing. Like I wanted to shift from where my business was into manifesting money, like really manifesting it from the inside out. And there was no external proof that was gonna work. There was no external proof that was gonna work, nothing. I really just honed in on creating the reality within me. If I would have been attached to feeling safe externally, then I wouldn't have managed that. Just to give you like a bigger picture, so I transitioned from having a side job last year to quitting that. And when I quit it, I just quit it based on trusting that I'm going to manifest the money. But like my business was not yet, I was not financially yet at a level with my business where I could sustain lifestyle that I wanted to live fully through my business. And I knew by challenging myself, I would have to go into full trust mode. And that's what happened. That's what I did. But there was no full trust, and really manifesting from the inside out can sometimes include that there are really no external signs that it is going to happen for you. And that's how you fully enter your power. It's why there is nothing telling me that this is going to work but myself. I'm the one telling me that. I'm the one confirming it to myself. I'm the one knowing it into being. That's like a really high level manifesting. And of course you can do things that are not, that challenging, and not that, not that difficult things where you might maybe already see external movement, but that's the part where most of you don't get so stuck. You usually get stuck with the desires where you don't see external movement. And that's when you really have to turn inside and really start just building that inner reality, even without needing it to manifest. Like, just go inside and dream up the reality that you want. Really script your dream life into being, or just internally, into just existing within yourself. That's where manifestation starts. And then what is going to help you to believe in the laws of assumption, or the law, if so, like some people call it, is when you are not even, trying to manifest it, or you're not even like looking in that moment for external proof, and then it starts showing up and you see the movement. But you were all that time, you were just focused internally. That's how I would really do it. So that's when you will start seeing results, because your mind is focused on your dream reality and you're already experiencing it as if it was already true. You don't need it to manifest in order for you to feel it real. And there are coaches out there, and I have to say that I also agree with them, that say that you don't have to feel it, and to a certain extent that is true, definitely. You can manifest things without fully believing in them, but I'm just trying to give you an understanding of what's possible. You are so potent that you do not need your reality to manifest right now in the way you want it, for you to feel the way you want to feel, for you to feel relaxed and chill and knowing and trusting. Like, it's all inside of you. So please take this away from this video. If you want to see results, look at your own results within yourself. Are you changing? Are you shifting who you are? Are you seeing yourself conform? Are you seeing your mind conform? That's the results that you want to look for, and really spend time in the state of the wish fulfilled as much as you can. And if you don't know how to do that, then just like try affirming, keep on exploring different affirmations and different techniques, and see which one is most fun for you, which one feels more aligned with you, which one makes you feel the best, and keep on persisting in those practices. You got to really, really be consistent and create that inner atmosphere of abundance in order to sustainably manifest. You cannot need your manifestation. You cannot need it, basically, because then you're in lack. So really contemplate that. So you want to stay focused internally, you want to spend time in the wish fulfilled, you want to be consistent. You gotta practice consistently. And I know that some people say that you don't have to do this, and if you are so fortunate to have so great beliefs that you don't have to even be consistent and still manifest. It sometimes happens. It did happen for me as well. But for example, with my business, where I had a lot of opposing beliefs, it didn't work that way. It didn't work that way. I really still have to persist for my business to grow. I cannot just let it go right now. It would not go in the right direction. I mean, maybe now I'm at a point where it kind of like it's growing, but I do still have to be consistent. Like, it's not as difficult, it was challenging at the beginning because I had so many opposing thoughts, like really a lot. But the more that you persist, the easier it gets. And it's also really, really fun when you start shifting your attention to see whether you are conforming. It's so much easier, and it's also so logical. Like, how would you expect something to manifest externally if you yourself are not even conformed? If you yourself are not even slightly conforming your thoughts or your emotions to your desire. So that's where you want to spend your focus on. And if you want to, some coaches, and I do say this because I want to provide a really like holistic way of looking at manifestation. So there are generally, I feel like, two types. If I want to break it down, make it really simple, there are two types of coaches. Some coaches are really into like feeling it. There are more types of coaches, but let's make it simple. Some coaches are focused very much on feeling it real, and others are more on affirming, just changing the thoughts, and that's how you change your reality. And I honestly think that both approaches can work. I like to do both depending on how I feel. So you can practice whichever way you want to, but you want to be aware that there are these two aspects of changing your thoughts and changing the way you feel. And both are interconnected. So when you change the way you feel about your desire, then your thoughts change. When you change your thoughts, your emotions tend to change, at least if you're doing it correctly. And if you're practicing consistently. And so you want to be aware of these different like pathways, yeah? If you feel like you've affirmed so much and it feels a bit robotic, you can focus more on what will make me feel like I'm already in my dream reality. Or when that feels like a little counterintuitive and you don't know how to go about feeling different, then just affirm and try to like be calm and present while you're affirming. And then you're gonna see that you're gonna start to conjure up emotions. If you're really present with your affirmations, but you don't have to like start with feeling differently if that doesn't work for you. And there are these two components, right, that you can change internally. There's actually a third component that you can also use to manifest, which is taking action. And this again is related and interconnected with the other two components. When you're taking action, you can change your thoughts and you can change your feeling state by taking action. For example, if I go running, I will start to feel more fit. I will start to think more of like, I will start to change my self-concept and think of myself as a fit person. Or the other way around, if I think of myself as a fit person and if I start internally to feel like I'm really fit, this is going to impact the way I move and how much I'm moving and how much I will enjoy doing sports or working out or, having some physical activity in my life. So that is another way how you can kind of you can like work on to change your inner atmosphere. But when you're manifesting, it's all about creating that inner atmosphere of the state of the wish fulfilled, or if that feels difficult, at least giving yourself relief from the lack that you're experiencing. That is also a valid part that you gotta take a look at when you're manifesting. Sometimes you can't jump all the way up into the state of the wish fulfilled. Then it's okay to just give yourself some relief. What will make me at least a little less disaligned or misaligned from my new reality? And that's where my emotional healing playlist comes into play. If you want to feel less lack, then you want to work on emotional healing. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel that you can check out, and it will give you more details on how to do that. And that is an aspect that I think is very important for manifesting as well, because it helps you regulate your nervous system and really find stability and a neutral energy that serves as a great foundation for manifesting. Because if you're trying to manifest from a state of lack, that can bring more lack and more urgency, so you don't want to do that. All right, so if you have questions, now is the right moment to ask them. I'm gonna do a quick little summary again. So why are you not seeing results? Probably because you're inconsistent, you are focused on external changes, and you're not spending enough time in the state of the wish fulfilled. So in order to reverse that, make sure to change your thoughts, change your actions, change your emotions. You can start with whichever of these you feel most comfortable with and feels easiest to you, but you want to start dreaming up an inner reality and really having fun with this and being creative, and just for the sake of fun, thinking about how would I feel if my SP was chasing me? How would I feel if money was chasing me, if money was so easy to manifest? How would I feel in my dream reality where I'm in my dream relationship and my specific person or my partner or whoever I want to be attracted to me is completely into me and is putting in the effort? And you want to do that just for the enjoyment of it. You don't need that text. You don't need that commitment. You don't need the actual experience. You want to start internally. That's what it means to be the creator of your freaking reality. And that's how manifesting works. It's not by forcing the freaking effing 3D. That's not how you get consistent results. I would not be sitting here right now. I would not be making YouTube videos if I was attached to the outcome, because it took me a freaking long time to grow this channel. It took me a freaking long time to figure out how to build my business in a way that is really authentic and is fun and is working and is like financially stable at the same time. So I would not be here being able to manifest these aspects of my life now more sustainably and more successfully than before if I would have been attached. In the past, I was not attached to results. Otherwise, I would have freaked out. And I mean, I was attached to results, but I released that attachment because it was not working. And I realized, oh, obsessively wanting my business to be successful will not make it successful at all. That's just me being desperate. And that's just me being, feeling not successful internally. That's why I needed to show up externally. Now I don't need that anymore. I know I'm successful internally. That's why I get a new reflection. I know I'm wealthy internally. That's why I receive more money through ways that I really enjoy and that I really want. Now I am more peaceful inside of me, and that's why my friendships and relationships are more peaceful and more stable, and I have less drama in my life. Now I'm more healed, and that's why the traumatic patterns that I had are starting to really, really deeply heal in a way where I feel home in my life. Like it reflects physically by me really feeling home where I am right now in the flat and in the city where I am, living in a city where I really, really feel like home. All right, so it's really starting inside. If you really want to be a master manifestor, you don't really get around these deeper patterns. Like, at least that's my take. Because when you deal with the deep shit that has happened and you release the patterns, I mean, you don't need to do all at once. I didn't. I'm still working on myself, and I will probably for the rest of my life, and that's a beautiful journey now. But that brings you into your power. If you keep on blaming others, if you keep on blaming, I don't know, your parents, your ex, your friends, or friends who are not friends anymore, or your boss or ex-boss or society, it's valid. It's valid. I don't say that these parties didn't make mistakes, but they're human and they are flawed or unaware or triggered you in ways. And that's the situation. And now you can take responsibility over for everything that is in your control and change it and really own how you have attracted and co-created these situations. Or you can keep on blaming them and keep on recreating same toxic patterns in your life. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can heal and you can manifest and you can own your power to such an extent that you start becoming a master manifestor. And for me, that's a much more joyful way to live, especially if I think about the long-term effects of taking responsibility, because it starts with a little, and maybe it maybe starts even with feeling like you have even more to work on now because you're taking responsibility to a deeper extent. But once you do that, you really, really step into your power and you become really independent of everything that happens externally. It makes you freaking powerful and gives you access to a lot of energy in the long run. And it has freaking ripple effect. So the power that you have, like, and I mean positive power, like love and wealth and abundance and prosperity that you can share with the world, is going to grow exponentially. Okay, can you speak on hot and cold behavior from a specific person? Yes. I feel, or what I think, what it reflects when we are in a hot and cold situation, is that we gotta put our focus back onto ourselves and really deeply value ourselves. That's one aspect of it. To really like feel love internally from inside and by ourselves, and to know like I am enough the way I am, no matter what is going on externally. So that's how we also start to get some detachment from the situation, and then starting to create also new beliefs about how people are showing up for us. Like if you're really focused on the hot and cold behavior and you're hung up on it, then you're living in your old reality. Instead, what you want to do is, irrespective of what's going on internally, create an inner reality where you are loved and cherished and receiving consistent communication from the person you want or from the people in your life. And when you're doing that, you're going to see that you'll get really detached from what's going on outside of you. You will be able to set boundaries in a more clear way, or you will just be less bothered by what people are doing and saying and how they're showing up, and you'll know your worth and you'll feel loved regardless of what's going on. And that's going to help you take the right actions and say the right things to shift whatever is going on in your life. So I would really focus on shifting your focus onto yourself, and then also creating new patterns in terms of how you see relationships. I hope this helped. Okay, if there are no more questions, then I will say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you a beautiful rest of the evening. And now gonna order some food because I'm really tired. I was partying yesterday, and I usually, honestly, I'm not partying so often, so long. Like, I was out until 5 or something. And I'm definitely not a person who does that every single weekend, because it really messes up your next day. Like, today I was so tired. Like, I kept doing the bare minimum of what I had to do. I kept up my running routine. I did some affirmations, but not as much as I would normally do. And I will get some more practice in later, so maybe I'll manage to keep up my practice actually for today. But it's just like the day was a bit more difficult. I'm surprised that I got on YouTube today, but I guess that's also because of this thing that motivates me. All right. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. If you're seeing this on the replay, then put your questions in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to them. Please support my channel by sharing the content with people who could benefit from it. That would really help me out. Any way that you're engaging with this video, by liking it, by subscribing, by hitting the bell notification, and by commenting and sharing will really, really help me. And by watching more of my videos if you find them helpful, because I want to grow my YouTube channel. I'm now at almost 860 subscribers. I'm really looking forward to hitting 1,000 soon. And I think that's gonna happen very soon. I also think that from there the channel is gonna grow a bit more quickly. But yeah, you can really support me by engaging with the content, leaving your comments, liking the video, subscribing, hitting the bell notification. I'm just repeating myself there, but I'm really inviting you to do that. Also, in case that you are not aware of my Instagram account, definitely check it out through the description box. I'm gonna put the links there probably, either today or tomorrow. I'm a little tired, so maybe tomorrow. And if you're looking for personalized support, you're also going to find the links in the description box once the live is over, or tomorrow. All right, now have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye bye.